So Sam and I have come in, this is the day after the lockdown. Sam and I have come in to collect everything, and we thought we'd just sneak in a quick class before we take everything home. So that's this. Are you ready? Sitting nice and tall, eyes closed. We can talk about bringing the attention to everything, but let's bring it to something a little more specific. Let's try and bring it to the breathing. You follow your breathing in, you follow your breathing out. And just the feeling of the breath brushing the back of the throat, making that distinctive ujjayi sound, subtle, it's calming, not forced, not angry. Bring breathing in together, so you can breathe out and then breathe in for 2, 3, 4, and breathe out for 2, 3, 4. Breathe in for 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. One more round together, breathing in, and breathing out. Keep the breathing going, your pace, your rhythm. And then draw the chin in down towards your chest. Keep your eyes closed. Raise your arms above your head. Reach to your fingers. Nice and high into the fingers, reach them up. Ground the sit bones down. We're going to keep the ribs in so we're not flaring out too much. And you're just exploring, can you make things softer? Can you soften the shoulders? Can you feel that there's not that tightness that comes from squishing things up? I'm not sure squishing is a word. And then bring the left hand down beside you. Bring the right arm over the top. Stretch that side out. And you can make little adjustments. You could roll the ribs back a little bit to make a little bit more space. And then on the inhale, raise the arm back up. And do the same on the other side. Reach over, stretch that side out, ground this hip down, left hip down. And then bring that arm back up in the air and twist your body round. Stay up tall, just leave the arms out. Keep your right side a little longer, try and extend through your right ribs, right waist. And on the inhale, raise the arms back up and do the same on the other side. Again, left side needs to stay a little bit longer. And on the inhale, raise the arms back up. And on the exhale, bring the hands back down. Roll up onto hands and knees. Put the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Start to inhale and look forwards. And on the exhale, arch your back. Good, nice. Keep going. Inhale forwards. And exhale back. Breathing nice and steady. Trying to get the breathing and the breath together. Yeah, good. Nice, much better. Okay, come to a neutral spine. Just take the right foot to the back of the mat, tuck the toes, stretch that right leg out. Good. And just keep the pelvis fairly level. Try not to tip over to the left side just yet. That's it. Heart comes forwards and push into the space between the shoulders just a tiny bit. That's it. Grow into your upper back. We don't want to feel like we collapse, that we hammock between the shoulders. Good. Okay, try and keep that all together. Take the left arm out in front of you and reach it forwards. Good. So extend between fingers forwards, heel back, keep the ribs in. Keep the breathing going. Okay, and then bring the hands and the knee down and do the same on the other side. Take the left foot to the back, tuck the toes. Just start from there. Just that. Even things out. Pelvis stays where it is. Shoulders are nice and level. Don't collapse between them. We build the stability here. We get this working before we even take anything else off the ground. Keep the back leg strong. Keep the ribs in. There's a little bit of tummy. And then you can start to reach the right hand forwards. Nothing else really changes. You don't tip one side or the other. You try and keep it all together. Keep the breathing. And then bring that hand down. Bring the other knee down. Tuck the toes. Push back into downward facing dog. 5 nice breaths while we're here. It might be that you wriggle around a little bit, make it a little bit warmer, a little bit stretchier. Good. Sit bones lift up. We've got this little bit of a scoop coming up in the tummy, just feeling of lifting on the front, yeah. There are muscles in there that draw the tummy towards the thigh bones, draw the thigh bones towards the tummy. And then walk the hands all the way back towards your feet. Hold your elbows, let your body hang, let your head go. Yeah, good. Keeping the knees bent is fine. It's a good thing. You want to gently encourage the hamstrings to lengthen. They don't respond well to being made to lengthen. They start to tighten up, they shrink in response. So if we can just keep the knees a little bent, it just allows us to control how much stretch runs through. Still want to find our edge, but we get to stay just into the right point on that and not too far over. Keep your breathing. And then release the hands, let them hang. Bend your knees, sit down into a squat. Bring the arms out in front of you. Keep the heart lifted, stay tall. Yeah, good, nice. Shoulders down, steady breath. Okay, and then come up slowly, press through your heels, start to rise, come up, bring the hands down, bring the feet together. And inhale, raise your arms up in the air. Without hurry, exhale, fold your body forwards, bend your knees, hands to the ground. Inhale, lift the chest, lift your front. But on your exhale, fold your body right down. And then your inhale to bring you all the way back up again, ground through your feet, raise through your arms. Exhale, bring your hands in. And again, inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, dive your body, fold it forwards. Inhale, lift the chest, lift your front. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, come all the way back up, grounded, lifted. Exhale, bring the hands in. This time, build on that a little bit. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, dive the body forwards. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the front. Exhale, fold your body in. And then on the inhale, walk the hands and come back into downward facing dog. Hips lift up. Breathe in. And breathe out. And on the inhale, come up into a high push-up. And exhale, lower your knees down, lower your chest down, lower your chin down. Draw up your hips, good. Cobra, strong back. Back over your toes, downward facing dog. Try and lift from your middle, good. Same thing again. Inhale, come into high push-up. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Draw up the hips to cobra. Back over your toes, downward facing dog. Have one more of those. Good things in threes. Inhale, come into high push-up. Knees down, chest down. Draw up the hips to cobra. Back over your toes, downward facing dog. Lift up. And on the inhale, lift the head and walk the feet to the hands. And on the exhale, fold. And on the inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands in. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, dive your body forwards, hands to the floor. Inhale, lift the front, lift the chest. Exhale, jump back or step back. Your call on how you lower. Inhale, then upward facing dog or cobra, both good poses for different reasons. Nice. Exhale, back over your toes, downward dog. Breathe. Press through the hands, lift through the hips. Make that feeling of length from sit bones to hands. Good. And on your inhale, lift your head, feet to the hands. Exhale and dive it down. And on the inhale, come all the way back up. Raise your arms. Exhale, bring your hands in. And on the inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, dive it forwards, hands down. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, jump, step, lower. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, back over the toes, downward dog. Again, lift from the middle. And on your inhale, lift your head, feet to hands. Exhale and fold your body. And on the inhale, back all the way up. Exhale, hands in. One more time. Inhale, arms. Exhale, dive, fold. Inhale, heart lifts. Jump back, step back. Strong middle, lower. Inhale and up. Exhale, pull back over toes, down dog, good. Breathe. And on your inhale, lift your head, feet to the hands. Exhale and fold your body down. And on the inhale, come all the way back up, rise up. Exhale, hands in. Stay tall for a moment, maybe separate the feet a little bit, close the eyes. Feel that you root down, you rise up, and you contain, kind of draw front and back towards the midline. Good. And it feels a little stronger. When we can push down, when we can lift up, we feel a little stronger. Okay, open your eyes, bring your feet together. This time bend your knees, sink your butts and raise your arms up. And on the exhale, dive the body forwards, hands down. Inhale, lift the chest, lift your front. Exhale, jump back, step back, lower. Inhale, hearts through. Exhale, pull back over toes. Inhale, lift the right leg up in the air, raise it up. Exhale, bring it up between the two hands. Inhale to your fingers, lift up. Exhale, open out, make your warrior two. Nice and flowing. Inhale, two hands down on the ground. Exhale, step back, lower down. Inhale through. Exhale, back over your toes. Inhale, lift the left leg up in the air. Exhale, bring it up between the two hands. Inhale, lift, tummy in, hips down, open out. Inhale, bring two hands down on the floor. Exhale, step back, lower down. Inhaling, coming through, opening up. Exhale, pull back over your toes, downward facing dog. Breathe in and out, steady your breath. Okay, and just bring the feet together at the back of your mat. Just bring the ankles side by side. Inhale, come up into a high push-up. And then exhale back into downward facing dog, hips lift up. Inhale, come up into a high push-up. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, come up into a high push-up. This time, roll onto the outside of the right foot, onto the right hand. Lift the left arm up towards the ceiling, press the floor away, just for a breath, and then bring the hand back down, take it over to the other side. Roll on the left foot, left hand, push the floor away, different to leaning on it, good. Bring that hand back down on the floor. Push back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, and breathe out. And on the inhale, lift your head, feet come to your hands. Exhale, fold your body down. And on the inhale, come all the way back up. That was meant to be bending your knees, but never mind. And then bring your hands back in. Stand tall, eyes closed. Find your balance, find your steadiness again. And open your eyes. Bend your knees a little bit, not much. And just pick up the right foot. Carry it around the back of the left one. So if you need to sink quite low, you're not trying to stand up. Good. Draw everything towards the midline. Bring the arms out in front of you. This time take the left arm underneath the right one. Try and wrap them around. Doesn't matter where you get to with that. Sink a little lower. Squeeze the thighs, squeeze the arms. Find steadiness. And then from here, unwrap that top leg, step it to the back of the mat. Come into a lunge with the arms in that position. Chest faces forwards, hips face forwards, arms squeeze, breathing steady. And then open the whole thing out, make a warrior two. Good. Front knee over the top of the ankle. Maybe just move it forwards a little bit. Yeah. Bring the left arm down on the front knee. Bring the right arm up towards the ceiling. Stretch that right side. Bring the right arm right, I can't say arm. Bring the right arm right over the top. Reach towards this side. Long, long top side. Keep it going. Steady, even breath. And bring two hands to the ground. Shorten your stance. Bring it about halfway in. Good. A little bit more. That's it. Put the right hand on the left foot. Good. See if you can hold that front leg straight. Try and keep the back heel down. See if you can spin the chest towards the left hand side. Raise the left arm up. Doesn't matter if you need to slide that right hand up the leg. That'll be okay. Good. Really good. Keep it going. Okay, and then bring that hand back down towards the floor. Step the other foot forwards as well. Fold your body in on itself. And then bend the knees, sink the bottom, squeeze the inner thighs, raise the arms up. Stand up nice and tall. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then the same thing on the other side. Bend the knees a little bit. Pick up the right leg. Left leg. Bring it over and around. Good. Keep the breathing going. Bring the arms out in front of you. Bring the right one underneath the left one. Wrap them around. Yeah, and you might not bind the fingers. You might just get the backs of the hands together. Yeah. Good. Squeeze through the arms, squeeze through the legs. This is midline. We're drawing everything to midline. Good. Yeah, really stable. Okay, start to unfold that top leg. Take it to the back of the mat. Good. And breathe. We keep those strong arms. We commit the back leg. Breathing's good. And then open the whole thing out, make it warrior two. And then right elbow down on the front knee. Left arm comes over. Reach the left arm right over towards this wall. Stay long. Fingers reach forwards. Heel reaches back. And if we're a little more subtle, we're pushing through the outer edge of that back foot, drawing up on the inside of it. Inner arch, inner ankle, inner thigh. And then bring two hands down to the ground. Shorten your stance quite a lot. Bring the back foot in quite a lot. Good. Put the left hand on top of the right foot. Twist the body towards this side. Raise the right arm up towards the ceiling. Good. Keep the breathing going. Try and keep the breathing going anyway. Okay, bring that hand back down on the floor. Step forwards, fold your body on itself. Bend your knees, sink your bottom, raise your arms. Stand up nice and tall. Okay, good. Just steady breathing. Okay, bend the knees, open the eyes if you have them closed, raise the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold your body forwards, hands down. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, jump back, step back, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Okay, from here, just drop the two heels over towards the right hand side, roll on your right hand, lift the left arm up, open everything out. So the legs are strong like this. You can press them in the floor, push the floor away with the right hand, reach to the left, and then bring that left hand down, roll across to the other side. 2 feet roll over, press the floor with the left, lift to the right, open everything out, bring the hands back down. Bring the body back into downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then the third one, Sam knows what's coming, but on the inhale, come into a high push-up. Roll the 2 feet to the right side. Roll on your right hand, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. See if you can lift your left leg. So you might not be able to, it might not come off the ground, but if you can, lift the left leg. Lift it high. If you've got more than that, bend the knee, see if you can touch your left elbow. Yeah, good, good. Okay, put it back where it came from. Roll across onto the other side. Do the same on the left. Left hand presses down. Right leg lifts up. Good, good. If we've got more, bend the knee. See if you can bring it as close as you can to the elbow. You can do it. Good. Okay, foot goes back down. Gracefully, 2 hands down, sit bones, no, knees drop down. Sit back on your heels. Down, child's pose. Good, well done. It's the downside of being the teacher's son. We got to talk about what was coming before we did it. Breathe in and out. And just try and come back to steady. That's what we're after. Just steady breath in and out. Okay, and then come into lying on your tummy. Arms down by your sides. And on your inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, lift your ribs, lift your knees, lift your feet, lift your thighs. Good, good. Okay, keep the feet apart, but get a feeling that you're trying to move the knees together. It changes the way you use your backside a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Okay, really nice. Come back down again. Rock the hips out, side to side. Same thing again. Inhale, head lifts, chest lifts, ribs lift, knees lift, thighs lift, feet lift. Good. Yeah, good. Keep the breathing going. We're moving the shoulders down the back. That's it. And then on the exhale, lower yourselves back down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last one, last of the 3. Arms might go out to the sides. They might come out in front of you. They might stay exactly where they were. Any of those things is fine. And on the inhale, lift the head, chest, knees, thighs. Good. Breathe. Good. Think about keeping the head in line with the spine. Try not to lead with your chin, lead with your heart. That's good. And then on the exhale, lower yourselves back down. Rock your hips out. And you can roll over onto your back. And bring right knee in towards you. Wrap your arms around the knee, squeeze it in. Just press the lower back in the ground. Think about extending through the left leg just a little bit. Okay, and then bring your right arm over your head. Use your left hand, draw the knee across your body down towards the side. You draw it across. Yeah, good. You could take the hand on the top of the knee, bring it around and on the top, that's it. Good. And we let the hips tip over, the feet tip over. We're trying to keep the shoulders down though. We're just allowing the body to create length. Vertebrae move against vertebrae all the way up and down the spine. Some places with ease, some places not so much. Okay, and then bring those back in towards the middle. Wrap the arms around the knee, squeeze it in. Lift the nose to meet the knee. And then lay the head down, lay the leg down, change the side. Bring the left knee in. Wrap your arms, squeeze it in. Okay, left arm above your head. Use the right hand. Draw it all the way across to that far side. Draw it down. And look for allowing a little bit of room. It's not that you're trying to force room. It's that we're trying to create the space for it. A good part of that just comes from scanning, noticing. Why is it tight? And is there anything that I can do with that? Sometimes it's engaging somewhere totally different that gives us space in somewhere. Bring the knee back in towards the middle. Wrap your arms around that knee, squeeze it in. Lift the nose up to meet it. And lay your head down, lay the leg down. And take the feet to the corner of the mat. Turn your palms towards the ceiling if that works, or rest them on your tummy if it doesn't. Fine to put something under your knees if you want it. And close your eyes. And just take one nice deep breath in, fill your lungs. And sigh to let it go. And we'll stay there. Bring your awareness to your breathing. Find your fingers, find your feet, find your toes. And when you're ready, you can raise your arms above your head, reach up and over. Bring the legs together, point the toes, stretch them out. And let it go. Draw right knee in towards you. Left knee in towards you. Wrap them both and squeeze them both. And then bring the right arm over your head. Roll on your right hand side. And in your own time, you can bring yourself back up. And Robert Sapolsky, in his book about stress and anxiety, wrote a book called Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers. He wrote about the mechanics of stress. He wrote about the chemicals of stress and anxiety. And he worked out 6 things, I think it was, that mean that one person can face something and be very optimistic about it, and why somebody else can face it and be terrified by it. One of those things that he recognized was that hope makes a difference. So when we face something that's frightening, something that's difficult, that if we have hope, then it feels different. We react to it differently. We don't get swept away by the anxiety. If we feel that things could get better, that things will get better. And there is a lot of fear and there is a lot of anxiety. And this is the day after everything's been locked down, it feels very strange. But I think if we can see things change, people change, communities come together, people helping each other, seeing today the call out to the NHS, for people to support the NHS, and to see those numbers almost fully booked in such a short space of time seems extraordinary. So take hope from these things. But even more important is to be there for other people, to be that change. That's why I love the Maitri version that I use at the end of the classes. It begins with, may I be filled with loving kindness. That idea that we could be more loving and be more kind, that would give people hope. If I can be that, that would bring stuff into people's lives. If they can be that, that would bring that into my life. And so, after me, may I be filled with loving kindness.
May I be filled with loving kindness.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I'm just going to have to stop because the traffic warden's on our car.